Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, Kenyans have been concerned on Ruto's mode of transport to the United States of America for that state visit. Of course, we are all aware that Ruto used a chartered business class flight all the way from Abu Dhabi, a royal company, which costed the taxpayers' money 200 million Kenyan shillings. There has been a question that the host country, when you are in such a state visit, the host country is the one you need to take care of everything from your transport to your accommodation. But that never happened. US left everything to Kenya in terms of paying Ruto's means of transport or mode of transport to the United States. So the discussion has been about the cost. And Ruto, I think, is firing on his own foot in an attempt to respond to this issue. I think silence is the best tool he should have applied. But instead, Ruto is opening more questions, and the discussion is still on. Ruto decided to go and tweet in reaction to this, and here is his statement. Fellow Kenyans, I have noted concerns on my mode of transport to USA. As a responsible steward of public resources and in keeping with my determination for us to live within our means and that I should lead from the front. In so doing, the cost was less than traveling on KQ. Ruto is telling Kenyans that the cost he used in that business chartered flight is less than what KQ would have costed him. People are responding to this. I've seen Miguna Miguna and the rest. And there are so many questions Kenyans are asking. Because when you get out, there are so many things that you have to consider in terms of marketing your own country to the world. So many issues. And at the end of this discussion, we are going to see really how this tweet is backfiring on William Ruto himself. And before we continue, just a quick request for those who are watching and you are not a subscriber, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. By the way, we have been running a program to contribute money to help clear hospital bill for Duncan, who has been in Ujinga referral and teaching and referral hospital in Kisumu. So we're looking for 37,000. We managed to get 34,000 by the time I'm recording this video. And then for those who are still in a position to help, you can still do so on 0708 34 00 92. I want to mention these names. I will not disclose your identity because I'm just going to mention one name. The people who just sent their support as of late. The other names I had mentioned earlier: Mr. Zavali, Eric, Nathan, Macharia, Mbuvi, John, Catherine. Thank you so much for your unconditional support. So let us keep doing so. And I think we'll be closing this program today, God willing. Now, let us go back to our discussion. There are serious issues here. If you look at William Ruto's statement, it is hanging. This statement is incomplete. If Ruto want to be more accountable, then why is he not giving us the comparative cost in details? That KQ would have costed me this amount in terms of paying for this, that, and that. And in comparison to the chartered business class flight. This is the cost, so that we can see KQ, if it was asking for 400 million, 300 million, and the other one is cheap. Ruto has failed to do so. So by that alone, there is more hidden that they don't want to share with us. Instead, this is normalized that he is used to, that is trying to bring here to mislead Kenyans, not even convince. But here is Miguna Miguna's position. President William Ruto, this is unacceptable, reckless. It's also false and unpatriotic. Unaona hiyo description? Unacceptable, reckless, and false. That Ruto, you are lying. How can a president, even of a failed state, justify paying a foreign company or family millions of dollars of taxpayers' money for a jet instead of promoting and using a national carrier? Apologize. Miguna believes that Ruto is lying. KQ can't be much expensive compared to the chartered flight. How? Assume that Ruto was supposed to pay for the business class in KQ. How? It can't be that much expensive. But that's what you want to tell people. But above all, let's assume that, okay, KQ was so much expensive than the chartered flight from Abu Dhabi. Let's assume so. But we have questions to ask. As a patriot Kenyan, what was the right thing to do in this travel or visit to the US? What was the right thing? Was it to use the carrier he used, or KQ was the best? Definitely, it is even better to spend 300 million Kenyan shillings on KQ than spending 200 million on that Abu Dhabi flight. That money has gone to that economy in Gulf. But spending on KQ, this money is here in Kenya. Kwani wafanyakazi wangapi wameandikwa kazi kwa ile ndege ya Ruto alitumia ambao ni wa Kenya? Wafanyakazi wangapi? How many shareholders in that carrier company that Ruto used are Kenyans? How many? Zero. But KQ shares watu wengi wako nayo wa Kenya. Wale wanafanya kazi pale wengi ni wa Kenya. So what are you promoting? You're promoting another country. You are giving them our money. At least hii ingekuwa ile pesa zinakuwa rotated hapa, zinakuwa just within Kenya. But you are spending $1 million into another economy which is going to leave, a hole here in Kenya. He's not looking into that. But he is happy to tell us how cheap it was. And you might find it just maybe same, or if there is difference, very little difference. But above all, it can't be, by the way. Even if you count all those 30 people, no one is going to pay, hata tuseme milioni 2 business class. Hakuna, haifiki hapo. Hata kama angepewa chona kitanda separate, it can't be. But above all, let's assume he is right. He must come out and tell us his interest in that Abu Dhabi company. Because when you go out, it was time for Kenya to shine. That you are flying a Kenyan flag and you are promoting Kenyan business, KQ as a carrier, that people will be interested to know more of Kenya, the KQ, and that when you bring business back, I mean, KQ has been struggling. Then ukitumia ile, which business are you boosting? Are you helping KQ? This visit, watu wanasema kwamba Ruto sio wa KQ. Ruto ni sio wa Kenya. So whatever he touches, whatever he uses is so much important. It has to market the Kenyan as a country to the world. But instead, Ruto was marketing that Abu Dhabi country, a company to the world. You can't convince Kenyans on this. Ruto's priorities are upside down. Who are his advisors? I look at this tweet and I was like, is this William Ruto tweeting this? Or is someone else? I was wondering, is he the one? Si angenyamaza tu. He's even doing injustice to himself. So definitely, it is not convincing. Instead, it is raising more questions and no answers. Hakuna mambo ya kujitetea hapa. Just keep quiet. You have abused taxpayers' money. Simple.